We have mentioned that a U.S. official has confirmed reports that the security firm Blackwater USA has participated in CIA activities in both Iraq and Afghanistan. And our chief investigative correspondent, Brian Ross, has been covering the Blackwater story for some time. It really is an interesting question of just how extensive has this security firm's activities been?
Right, and the question is, have they become mercenaries? This a question for a country that fought against mercenaries to seek its independence. U.S. law prohibits the use of private soldiers, yet our investigation, and what the New York Times and the Washington Post also have reported, is that increasingly Blackwater and other private security firms, their operatives are being used by the CIA and by U.S. military special forces for operations that end up in combat, where people are killed, which could make them, according to our experts, mercenaries.
But are they combatants, or are they people simply providing security?
Well, that's the semantic difference. The CIA says they have a number of roles they fulfill under the American law. It's appropriate. But in one case, we know two contractors were killed in an operation in Afghanistan seeking to find Osama bin Laden. They were on a CIA team. They were both killed. They weren't really there to provide security. They were part of the operation. In another case that we'll report tonight on World News, 12 Blackwater special operatives were recruited for a mission from Afghanistan into Pakistan to attack an al-Qaeda training camp, which hardly seems like security.
But, Brian, it comes down to a definition, I guess, of what is a mercenary. I mean, CIA people are paid by the United States government. Blackwater Security is hired by the United States government. What's the difference?
The difference is, I guess, who's your boss? In this case, they work for a private contractor. And in that case, that would make them, by the definition of the words, according to the law experts we've talked to, mercenaries. They don't work for the government. They work for a private company, private soldiers. They're being, compared to Hessians that fought the U.S. during the Revolution.
And not only are you looking into this, but the U.S. Congress is as well, right?
Absolutely.
All right, Brian Ross, our chief investigative correspondent.